you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. We got a little dusting of snow. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So I'm starting with the Sacred Traveler Oracle, which it was definitely like one of my favorites for a while, but then I like really kind of, I kind of liked it so much that I almost overused it. So then I just took a break, but it's time to bring him back. Sacred Traveler Oracle. I'm going to start with a message from that and from Woodland Wardens. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. And then we have what popped out was first light, beginning a new cycle. So this really speaks to sort of being stuck for a while. And it's like almost like I can't remember what fairy tale it was, but it's like there's this dam and like everyone's putting their fingers in, like trying to block the dam from like breaking. But what I'm kind of getting is, because I mean, the reason why I said that is because there's this dam in here, and it's just sort of like reflect and redirect your energy. So this person's been blocked by this dam for some time, and they've just been like reflecting and redirecting their energy. And so it's almost like, by just like focusing on other things, it's like they're just like almost like poking holes in the dam, so that eventually the dam kind of like falls under its own weight. And it's almost like I just thought of the Berlin Wall, it's like you can just, it's like the dam hasn't fallen yet, like the dam is still here, but it's like you can see the light starting to shine through the cracks, so it's like imminent. That's kind of what I'm getting, which is a really interesting message. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Woodland Wardens and see what we get for that. Okay, interesting. Wow, we got two birds. So we got the crow and dogwood, intelligence, and we got the hawk and thistle, graceful persistence. So, interesting. So yeah, like I mean, the thing that I just got from that, to add on to the dam story that I was kind of getting into, is sort of like, it's like the crow, like the smart people can kind of see the writing on the wall. Like they can see the light starting to shine through the cracks. And so they're in the background starting to prepare for the inevitable, but not everyone is paying attention, so not everyone is in the background starting to like line up their resources in alignment with the inevitable breaking of the dam, and so those people are gonna like kind of get washed away with the current when the dam does inevitably break. So like this is kind of a sign to like be smart, like that this thing is gonna go down, so like position yourself accordingly and be persistent. But it's like you don't need to take the dam head on, because that's not really necessarily going to be an effective use of your energy, Like the best thing to do is to, keep redirecting, like don't focus energy on the dam, like focus on planning for like the dam's going to break, like, and it's inevitable. And so that's the most effective way to spend your energy, is what I'm getting. So really interesting. When I pulled out the light seers, oh my gosh. So I got this split right away, the Star and Ace of Pentacles. So it's like this person, it's almost like, okay, first of all, this star reminds me of this thread called Cinderella, which I'm going to link here. Because there's been this whole like ongoing story about the storyline of Cinderella that's kind of come and gone. And so I've turned it into a thread. But because I think that is relevant, because the star makes me think of that, like when you wish upon a star. And, you know, so it's like, it's almost like this person's got this idea and they're like holding their vision, you know, but there's night all around them. Like there's all this darkness all around this person, but they have this light and they're like, they're holding the vision, you know, despite there being darkness all around, you know, but like this Ace of Pentacles, this amazing opportunity is going to come to this star. So that's a really interesting message. I'm gonna go shuffle these light seers and see what else I can get out of this deck. But yeah, it's almost like you know, it's like the serenity prayer, you know, God grant me the serenity to, oh my gosh, the star just came out again. You know, to change the things that I can, and to like, I don't remember exactly the wording, like accept the things I cannot change, change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So that's kind of where this crow is coming in. It's like, there's this inevitability that's like, it's like appeared, like it's there. So it's like the folks that are paying attention know, you know, but not everyone's paying attention. And that's kind of just been the like, you know, the story of the history of the world, really, you know, but it's about, this wall's about to fall. So position yourself accordingly, like, but, you know, accept the things you cannot change. Like you can't knock down the wall on your own, but, you know, be wise, you know, because you know it's going to fall. So like plan accordingly. Oh my gosh. So at the bottom of this deck, we have the Devil. And what's interesting about this deck, oh my gosh. OMG. Okay, so when I pick up, oh wow. Okay, so when I pick up this deck, it's like underneath we have Temperance, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Ten of Wands. So this toxic, you know, the wall is going down. Like the truth is going to come out, like things are going to be brought into balance, and we're putting the burden down. And what's interesting about the Devil in this deck is that it's like you can almost like see the Devil, like it's like losing its grip, like he's falling into the water, you know, like he's tied to all these anxieties and fears and like negative energies because he's like invested himself in the wrong place. So it's just sort of like, you can see the Devil is like losing power. Like that's what's, I feel like so interesting about this deck. But that's sort of like the underlying message, you know, it's just sort of like the wall's going down. Like this is the wall going down, you know? So like the Devil is kind of like the person, just an example, like the person who like built this wall to protect their bazillions of dollars of money that they cheated from like all of the village around them, you know, and the wall's about to go down, but this person, you know, this toxic person doesn't know it. And like, there's like going to be this huge whoosh of water that's like going to come and like wash away his bazillion-dollar house that's on the other side of the wall. That's kind of like a relatable story to like what I'm seeing here. So we've got the Moon, we got the Star, we got the Hangman, and we got the Two of Swords. So this is really interesting because it's really kind of like the same story. It's like, for one thing, we've got the Moon and the stars. So to me, this speaks of like this power, like almost like a divine power, like it's stronger than the earth, you know, it's like a universal power, like the moon and the stars that are just like presiding over this situation, you know. And there's like, this person is like underwater, like there's all this energy. It's almost like there's like this oppression, like, you know, there's these little light beams from the moon that are shining down through the water, but this person right now, they're underwater, you know, and they're like surrounded by darkness, but they're holding on to their vision. They're holding on to the light, and they're like sort of like taking a time out. Like they're not really engaging and trying to break down the wall. They're taking the time out. They're being smart, and they're planning accordingly because they're blocked right now. Like there's this stalemate, you know. But the wall's coming down, you know. So this is really interesting. So this is almost like the moment right before. It's like some people can see the inevitability and some people cannot. But it is going to happen. But we're just kind of like in, oh my gosh. When I pulled out the Work Your Light Oracle, this was at the bottom of the deck. Like, this is so perfect. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So basically, like, get things in order because the wall's coming down and you want to make sure that you're in alignment when it does, because that's really how you can best leverage your energy for when it does. Because you can't knock down the wall. The wall has to knock itself down. When I do the split, we get Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Wow. Align your life. So again, like, it's just like really reaffirming this message. Like, don't focus on the wall. Redirect your energies. Focus it on yourself. Focus it on healing yourself so that when the wall comes down, you're going to be ready. Like, that's how you can best leverage your energy right now. Like, don't let go of your vision, but know that this wall is going to come down, and be ready when it does. Wow, this is really... Okay, so I'm going to go to the Queen of the Moon Oracle and pick a final message. This is a really interesting, very interesting reading, I think. All right, so I'm just going to pick... All right. So we have beauty and we have patience. So it's interesting that this card shows the moon and the stars on the other side. You know, this person. So it's like there's this divine energy that's sort of like orchestrating this shift, you know. So really, whatever this is that's like blocking this person, it's such a strong oppressive force that they can't move it by themselves. Like, it's not possible. So it's like, accept the things you cannot change. But there is this power that's greater than man that's presiding over this situation, and it is going to shift. There's no way to predict how that's going to happen, because this is like of like a divine order, you know. So just prepare. It's like, prepare yourself. Accept where you are. Accept the beauty in the moment where you are. And focus your energy on the positive, because, and know that it is going to shift. And when it does, you're going to be ready. So this is a super, super, super beautiful message. And it's kind of like a message about divine timing. Like, sometimes it can get really overwhelming and frustrating when you're trapped in some sort of really oppressive situation that's obviously toxic and obviously evil, and you can't change it. You can't get out of it, you know, and it seems super unjust, but there is a reason for it, you know, and so there is a lesson to be learned from that. And so the best thing that you can do is focus your energy on that, because, you know, obviously there's these higher forces that are presiding over the situation, and they're going to see if you've been naughty or if you've been nice. And so just trust and have faith that things are going to work out. And don't give up. Be smart. It's all going to work out.